What's up everybody, AnimeX here, and in this video I'll be starting a new What If series, and as the title and thumbnail suggest, I'll be talking about what I think would happen if Naruto became the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails. Just like with new What Ifs and other What Ifs that I've been doing, I'll get into the background info for the What If, and then jump into the story itself. Then, the like goal, just so you guys know, will be a light 1k likes for part 2 to come out, just because I need to gauge how much you guys like this. If you guys hit 1k within like an hour of this coming out, I mean, I just have to raise it exponentially. But like, I got you guys. The like goal for this one would be low and a light 1k. Anyways, it's time to get into it. And so, without further ado, let's get started. Now, the first thing that I want to quickly address is that Naruto has inherited the Jubi in this What If in the same way that Naruto inherited Kurama in the original, except for a few key differences. Minato did not seal half of the Jubi within Naruto and the other half within Minato, but the entire Jubi has been sealed inside of Naruto after Kushina and Minato were about to die, right? I know that like Minato was like, okay, you can't handle the full power or whatever of Kurama. And to that, I just have to say, in order for this What If to even get off the ground, I have to change a few things and make a few assumptions. Things like the tailed beast getting put together and all that stuff is stuff that I'll explain via like history and that type of stuff. Like I'm gonna leave it vague for now, just for the sole purpose of leaving it vague. But like, obviously I'm going to get into how everything happened as the story continues, alright? And then the next thing within this What If is that I'm trying to make this, for the most part, a more mature What If. And I don't mean by doing anything crazy, I just mean I would like to address some themes, just practice storytelling, I feel like I can really do this What If well, if I interpret it the way that I can. But anyways, we're going to get into the story, alright? So, let's jump right into it. Now, we start the What If off with Naruto's childhood and situation as a kid. Now, I'm just gonna say this, Naruto's life sucks, and when I say it sucks, it's even worse than his original story. Naruto is stronger, sure, but the hatred harbored for him is nearly 100 times greater than it ever was before in the original. Not only is Naruto a Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails, something fabled to make the Nine Tails look tame and calm, Naruto's mental state can change within a mere instant. The Ten Tails proves to be something too great for the little mind of Naruto, especially when Naruto is feeling aggressive. When Naruto is in any emotional stress, he breaks down and loses himself to the pure rage and chaos of the Ten Tails. This wouldn't be much of a problem if Naruto had parents or wasn't hated, but due to him being harassed and hated by everyone, Naruto finds himself struggling to stay sane all the time. Naruto is different, as I've already said. His pure white scaly skin makes the children he goes to academy with fear him and be disgusted by him. The deep purple eyes that have a look within Naruto's eyes that just screams, "I'm in pain, someone please help me." But no one wants to help this monster. Naruto has 6 orbs floating around his back at all times that seem to disintegrate anything if he wills it, which causes destruction almost every time Naruto loses himself to the Jubi. Naruto can fly and seems to have complete knowledge on everything that he's able to do, such as use true-seeking orbs, manipulate them, and basically the 6 paths of pain that he has within the Rinnegan, other things like that the Jubi allows him. Naruto, he can also seems to have complete knowledge on everything that most other people need to learn, or take a lot of time to learn, like basic nature releases and jutsu that Naruto can pick up on within seconds of using the Rinnegan. Yet Naruto hates himself. He hates the villagers, and he hates this cruel world that forced Naruto to be born and exist this way. Naruto has officially been hunted and attacked 10 separate times by people within his own village. Every time, they've been Danzo's secret Black Ops Anbu members, and each time they failed to kill him. But with each failed attempt, Naruto's psyche takes another direct hit. Why am I alive? Who did this to me? Why does everyone hate me? These are questions that reverberate through Naruto's head every time he's attacked, and these are questions that reverb through Naruto's entire existence. Naruto can't seem to die either. He would know, along with the Anbu members that tried to kill him. Naruto tried himself. For some reason, he just can't seem to die. Naruto first figured out that he could regenerate the 3rd time after he was attacked when he was hit by multiple paper bomb explosions directly, and it took off a chunk of his stomach, but he was still able to regen. After that, he found out that he couldn't die at all when another Anbu member took apart Naruto limb from limb using their swords, trying to dissect him and trying to take out the Jubi forcefully. And Naruto still could survive and regenerate from that, proving that Naruto can't die, at least through normal means. Naruto, after that, stopped defending himself from them, and just let them try to kill him, since he would be happy to be snatched from this hellish place called Earth. Why stay here? There's no one keeping him here. While reality is horrible, and the daytime brings tragedy upon tragedy, Naruto's psyche is completely and utterly annihilated when he drifts off to sleep and is tormented by the Jubi. Every night, Naruto is able to go to sleep. He faces off with the Jubi in a fight to the death, and as you would guess, Naruto loses this fight. And this fight is in a literal sense, a fight for Naruto's sanity, but he can't seem to keep up with the Jubi's chaotic nature and just the raw power that the Jubi is able to harness. Naruto has no order in his life to counter it. No love, no faith, no hope, not even a reason to live. Naruto cannot overcome this Jubi, yet Naruto holds on and continues to fight for one reason. This shy girl called Hinata that Naruto noticed following him using his sensory abilities. And Naruto figures out that for some reason this girl likes him. He's just able to infer that based on the fact that she's always smiling when she watches him, and she's always watching him. Even though no one else likes him, and the fact that they hate him, and people will go to the lengths of trying to kill him, yet this Hinata girl seems to be sees something worthwhile within him, inside this broken shell of a person. Naruto vows to himself that he'll stay alive to find what's within him that's worth living for. What's worth admiring within him. Naruto makes a more solid vow that he promises that he'll follow through on. Naruto vows that he'll become Hokage, not for some noble reason, but he thinks that if you were Hokage, everyone will love him and want him to be in their lives, and they'll respect him, and he'll finally be acknowledged by everyone. He finally just won't be hated. At least this is the way that Naruto can wrap his way around this. He assumes that being Hokage will basically allow him companionship and love, but he is in for a rude awakening. So Naruto declares this for the first time in his academy classroom, and as expected, everyone either scoffs at the idea or just laughs outright. But Naruto now has a goal, and Naruto needs to work every day to get there. Now, Naruto is in the same class as Sasuke Uchiha, the polar opposite to him in every way. He's popular, he's cool, and more importantly, he's loved. Naruto despises him in the way that you would despise someone who reminds you of a troubling memory or a traumatic backstory. Naruto doesn't hate Sasuke so much, he just despises everything that he stands for. Or at least Naruto is bitter that he can't be like Sasuke. Why did life choose him to be the butt of the joke? Why is he life's just biggest joke, biggest tragedy? Why is he the way that he is? Naruto knows that in order to change this, he needs to put in work. But when Naruto starts training, he realizes that for some reason he really doesn't. Naruto is faster than anyone else in the academy, including the Chunin that they're teaching him. Naruto can also use every single basic nature release within one viewing of it, and he also has a complete understanding of how to use his abilities. But Naruto's mental state is a complete, utter nightmare. It's a problem. On paper, Naruto should pass with ease, and he should easily even be made a Jonin outright, but Naruto loses control of himself, and loses his mind at the drop of a dime, meaning that when he's mentally evaluated, he fails the test. And until Mizuki, one of the Chunin testers, tells Naruto that he'll become a ninja if he gets a scroll from the Hokage office. And Naruto, being pretty gullible and just wanting any companionship and help at this point, does this and steals the scroll, learning the Shadow Clone Jutsu within minutes, and Naruto learns even a few more secrets, including the Uzumaki Chain sealing ability, along with the seal used to seal the Jubi within him. Now, I just want to quickly go back to what I said before. I said that he was mentally evaluated, and the reasoning for this is just due to the fact of how unstable the Jubi is. Naruto specifically has to get mentally tested in order to make sure that he could be strong enough and basically have the will to be a ninja. And every time, Naruto barely scrapes on, staying in the academy, but he doesn't have enough mental fortitude. At least none is shown. He's not strong enough within his own mind to basically become a ninja and become someone that's going to have to face life and death, that situation, every day of their life. Now, Naruto is then confronted by Mizuki, and when Mizuki tries to kill Naruto, Naruto looks at Mizuki with a wild look in his eyes. But Naruto doesn't move, so when the shuriken hits him, when it was thrown at him, it does no damage to Naruto. Mizuki sees this, and for the first time, Naruto and the Jubi have a similar thought: destroy. And with that, Naruto makes the hand seal for Shadow Clones, and Naruto makes 5,000 Shadow Clones right off the bat, and Mizuki gets absolutely obliterated. All of them almost killing Mizuki in the process, pummeling him to a pulp, breaking bones, shattering ribs, hurting internal organs, all that kind of stuff. Just letting out their rage into someone who's finally allowing them to. After that, Naruto reveals this to Iruka, who couldn't even arrive fast enough due to the fact that Naruto was attacked much earlier than usual. Although Naruto does bring Mizuki with him and show Iruka that he took him down. After this, he gets his headband as a ninja and officially becomes a genin. And then, just like in the original, Naruto is paired with Sakura and Sasuke, since Naruto is bottom of the class due to his instability. They then find out who their sensei is and find out that it's Kakashi, and they are thrust into the bell test to see if they will remain genin. Now, everyone gets to the battlefield after Kakashi speaks of the bell test, and Naruto intends to show off his power to Kakashi in order to stay genin and continue on his road to being Hokage. But first, before they do that, Kakashi decides to ask them their goals and their aspirations, their dreams, and that kind of stuff, just like how he does in the original. Sasuke says that he wants to kill a certain man. Sakura doesn't really know what she wants, maybe just not to be useless. She wants to give a Sasuke, but she can't necessarily say that. Naruto says, I want to be Hokage, but more than that, I want people to accept me. I don't want to be hated. I want to feel like I can be loved for once. Kakashi hears this and is actually stunned that someone so young, someone at such a young age, is feeling this way and feels this hatred and this prejudice that he always feels. But Kakashi kind of decides he'll take Naruto on as his pupil if they can pass the bell test. If they seem to either have exceptional teamwork, or Naruto or anybody else has like exceptional skill, or they're a prodigy in any way. So when Kakashi says start, Naruto uses his Rinnegan abilities and uses Bansho Tenin on Kakashi, bringing Kakashi to him. He then grabs Kakashi with one hand and snatches the belt with the other. Kakashi, Sakura, and Sasuke are completely stunned because this belt has barely started, and Naruto just looks at Kakashi and shrugs sheepishly, hoping that he did well enough and did what he was supposed to do. After this, Kakashi starts wondering just how strong this Jubi Jinchuriki is, because he was able to outmaneuver a Jonin within seconds of the fight starting. Naruto tosses the bell back to Kakashi and tells Kakashi to go all out this time. And hoping to actually get an accurate test of Naruto's strength, Kakashi hunkers down and whips out the Sharingan. Naruto decides that only Taijutsu will be used in this fight by him, then Naruto charges some shock into his legs and disappears from Kakashi's vision completely. He then reappears behind Kakashi with the bells in his hand. Kakashi is stunned that Naruto is that fast, and when Kakashi is thinking about this encounter, Naruto just says, "Hey, are all Jonin as strong as you, or some stronger, some weaker? How strong are Jonin?" Kakashi just shakes his head, saying that, for the most part, he's at the top of the Jonin food chain, along with someone else named Might Guy, who may be slightly above him. And Naruto just nods his head, respectively, as Naruto just asks if he can do this with Hokage himself. This is a real request, but Kakashi just kind of like looks at Naruto and thinks about this, pondering whether he should be allowed to do this. Kakashi puts his headband over his eye and says that he can go ask Hiruzen if he'll do this favor for Naruto. When everyone is surprised when Hiruzen says yes, although there's a specific reason. Hiruzen wants to test Naruto, and he wants to test his abilities. He needs to see how much of a threat Naruto is to the entire village. Because if this Jubi can seemingly beat him without any ninja training, then maybe Naruto needs to be thrust out of the village, or he could be killed by the Anbu members. Or if they decide on keeping him alive, for some reason they decide that it's a better bet to keep him alive and use him as a weapon for the village, he could become a Kage and maybe one of the strongest people that the village has ever encountered. Now, after this, Hiruzen says it'll do the favor, and he's surprised. Everyone, like I said, is surprised to hear this, although we already know he has ulterior motives. Hiruzen wants to test the limits of Naruto and wants to see how much of a threat Naruto is to the village, so Hiruzen shows up with the bells tied to him, and Naruto, wanting to test his limits, gets ready to see if he's truly ready to be Hokage, or if he's still got a long ways to go. And that, everybody, is where I'm going to end part 1 to the What If Naruto the 10-Tail series. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button if you guys want a part 2 to it, alright? I will be doing a lot of videos today, I think, and tomorrow. So expect, depending on when I put this video out, either hope you guys like the videos that I put out earlier, or expect more videos later on today. Anyways, either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, consider subscribing and hitting the bell if you haven't already done so, because it always helps, guys. I always appreciate it when you guys do that. Anyways, like I said, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, guys, this is AnimeX, signing off.